In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can create 365 days worth of content ideas in less than however long this video is. I'm not sure how long it is. It's around 30 minutes probably. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, and it's really simple. So if you're an online coach, online service-based business, or just business in general, if you sell something high ticket and you're struggling to come up with content ideas, you don't know what posts can relate to your ideal client, you don't really care about going viral, but you do care about getting more views and especially more clients, more pre-sold leads, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you exactly how to come up with these content ideas. And if you don't know who I am, my name's James, owner of Magnify Your Content Media. I help 6 to 7 to 8 plus figure entrepreneurs, mainly online coaches and online service-based businesses, build content systems to save time and scale. If you want my social proof, check out the first link in the description. If you want to join my email list, I send stuff like this out every single day, like free resources, free tips. You can join the second link in the description. You get something free when you join as well. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So first you want to go to ChatGPT, of course, but I'm going to show you the first prompt. So I would have given you a framework for this, but I'm just going to read it out so you know exactly what to put. What you're going to put is, my name is so-and-so, whatever your name is. I own, what do you own? Then you can put your website in. That's my website there. We offer, then you can say what you offer, your exact ideal client. I will actually leave a framework in the description for this, so you know exactly what to put. And then you can explain exactly what you do. So this means we research, ideate, script, edit, and post. It would be different for you, of course, in order to the outcome. And then you're going to put our specific ideal customer profile is, explain your exact customer profile, UK, USA, etc, etc. Then at the end, you're going to say, please create a detailed list of 5 to 8 key areas that a content agency specializing in content creation, or specializing in whatever you do, services for so-and-so, your ideal client, businesses should address. Okay, so I'm going to read it out so you know exactly what to do. I was trying to give a framework there, but my name is James Bradley. I own a content agency. Website name: we offer content creation services to online coaches and entrepreneurs who make 6 to 7 to 8 figures. This means we research, ideate, script, edit, and post Instagram and YouTube content for them in order to get them pre-sold leads. Our specific ideal customer profile is online coaches and online service-based businesses who make 6 to 7 to 8 plus figures, based in the UK and USA, who already have an established offer and social proof. They just need to add fuel to their funnel's fire to get more pre-sold leads and become more authority within their industry. Please create a list of detailed list of 5 to 8 key areas that a content agency specializing in content creation services for online coaches and online service-based businesses should address. And then it's going to do it for you. And as you can see, it's giving me them like this. And you're going to wait for them to, it's going to give you around 10, I think 8 areas, sorry, 8 key areas. And as you can see already, it's given you quite good ones. I'm going to do this just one go, but you can iterate. I would spend a couple hours doing this actually. So for me, strategic content research and ideation, audience psychology research, that makes sense. But we're going to move on to the next prompt here. Second one is, given the area strategic content research and ideation. So I put given the area, and then I put this one in because I've already done this before, but you're going to put whatever one you want in first. I would suggest doing the first one first. Given the area strategic content research and ideation, list 3 to 6 detailed subtopics that a content agency specializing in. So subtopics for data for you, probably online coach or online service-based businesses, specializing in so-and-so, whatever you do, for your ideal client, should explore. And then boom, you're going to put it in. And as you can see, it's going to give us audience and psychographic deep dives, mapping ICP, pains, fears, desires, and objections, competitor and market gap analysis. So this is just breaking down the first one. So audience psychology research, competitor and industry gap analysis. And you can do this for all the others, and that's exactly what I'm going to do next. The third prompt is, send these oh sorry, we're going to send these as a simple list without the sub bullets. That's going to make it easier, so you can just see exactly what is happening. So for example, this is for the first one, so audience and psychographic deep dives, competitor and market gap analysis. These are content pillars, content frameworks, viral psychology. And now what we're going to do next is the fourth prompt. I'm going to say do all this for 8 areas. I'm going to be quick with this because I want it to like do it ASAP, but I actually would suggest going one by one and doing it. So putting in this prompt, but instead of this, go into the second one and copy and paste in the title and pulling it in there. Okay, no, sorry, go into the second one up here, authority building and content frameworks, and pasting it in there, and then the same exact thing. Okay, but I'm going to say do this for all 8 areas. It's going to give you these. Then what we're going to do next is actually going to come up with this. Exactly what we're going to do next is give me the top 10 pain points for each area's subtopics in relation to my service and niche. Okay, let me just put this in. As you can see, it's going to give you all the pain points for each one. So you're going to do this. That was just for one. That was just for the first one, strategic content and ideation. Okay, it's for the whole thing. And as you can see here, don't know what this is giving me pain points. So don't know what their audience actually wants to see, struggle to identify the deepest pains and desires of clients, guessing content ideas instead of using data. This is their pain points. This is what they're feeling. My idea, you that you're watching are feeling right now. But you're obviously going to do it for your own industry. And the reason why I'm doing it for my industry is because I want to, okay? And fear of being seen as Me Too coach. Struggle to create scroll stopping hooks. This is good. Do you want me to continue breaking down for areas 2 to 8? Continue. Now it's going to do it for the authority, and it's going to do 2 to 3. Area 2 to 3. You're going to do it for all of them, so keep on saying continue. And it's going to keep giving you them. So for example, for high converting short form video systems, struggle to write scroll stopping hooks, audience drops off after 3 seconds, struggle to create binge worthy series, continue. So it's going to do 4 to 5, YouTube authority and nurture strategy, pillar content, don't know what qualifies as pillar content, fear content becomes irrelevant quickly. So already you can create content ideas for this. So content is too technical, lacks emotional pull. Let me find one that would be really good. I'm not saying all of these are going to be super good. They're not. You're going to have to go in and change them, but you're going to have to go in as well and just look at them. So repurposing long form into short form, waste hours creating new content instead of slicing. So that could be literally a hook here. Are you wasting hours of time creating new content? Well, you could slice up content instead. If you create a longer form piece of content, you can slice that up into short form clips. Boom. Okay, that's a content idea right there for me. And it's going to give you the same thing. Okay. Continue. Again, it's going to do the same thing. Fear of being pushy. Are you scared of being pushy within your content? Here's how to not do that. Boom. Content idea right there. But we're not done here. Once this does this, I'm going to go, and what I would suggest doing is creating a Notion docs and use the toggle feature like I'm using right here and just paste them in each one. I've got a whole Google Docs for this, for my one. But yeah, just go through it, and then boom, we're going to move on to the next prompt, which is number 6. Now continue with the rest. I've already said that. Now, what are the top 10 limiting beliefs? So we're going to find out, this is really good for not just content ideas, by the way, as well. It's good to figure out your ideal client, okay? So we're going to come up with their limiting beliefs now. Now, what are the top 10 limiting beliefs for each area's subtopics in relation to my service and niche? Boom, it's going to do the same thing. I already know my audience. I don't need research. My niche is too broad to define pain points. My followers don't want deep insights, just quick tips. Understanding my audience won't change my results. There's loads of content ideas here, literally for me. I can be like, this is just a random example. You need to make the script better, of course, but do you think understanding your ideal client won't change your results? That's completely wrong. Of course it will. If you know your ideal client's pain points, you speak to them, you shift their beliefs, overcome objections, they're going to buy from you and they're going to become pre-sold. Content idea right there. I literally just created one just there. So go through these and make sure you have them. Let's do, and you're going to continue. Just keep on saying continue until all 8 are done. I'm going to say just continue. 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 See, again, objection handling and belief shifting content. If I talk about objections, I'll validate them further. No, that's not true. Exactly. You could create content around this. It's really good for content ideas. I don't want to upset my audience by challenging them. You won't upset your audience by challenging them. You're literally helping them get to the next level of their life, for example. Okay. Continue for all areas now. 4 to 8. So YouTube is too competitive to grow on. This is a limiting belief. These are limiting beliefs which you can use as leverage. Really simple as that. And the last thing we're going to do is after it's done all of them, which is the 8th prompt, which is now what are the top 10 frequently asked questions in all areas subtopics in relation to my service and niche. Now what are the top 10 FAQs, all areas, subtopics, and then boom, we're going to paste that in. Wait until it's done. Will take a while. Again, you can go in and iterate this. I'm not saying this is set in stone, but you can go in and definitely iterate this. Now I'm going to put this in, and now this is where like you can actually get proper content ideas. How do I figure out what my audience actually wants to see? That's a content idea right there. Do I really need to niche down to grow on Instagram and YouTube? That's a content idea right there. I could speak about right now, the whole goal of posting content isn't to grow, it's to get clients. Okay, you don't need to go viral, etc. How do I stand out in the saturated coaching market? How do I come up with scroll stopping hooks? What makes content go viral on Instagram? Loads of content ideas here. Okay, continue for all 8. And as you can see, it's going to start doing it again. How do I showcase results without bragging? How do I handle I can't afford it in content? Should I address limiting beliefs without sounding salesy? Like, it's just going to give you so many content ideas, and of course you're going to sit there and go through them, or your team's going to do it, which I would suggest them picking out one and putting bullet points throughout them, and then you can go in there and script them. Or if you have a content agency doing it all for you, they can do all that. Okay, they will do all this. Well, they should do. I do it all for my clients, but yeah, they're just going to go in, analyze all of these, not just the frequently asked questions, the pain point ones, the limiting beliefs ones. It's very good to create content ideas around. Remember to copy and paste all of this as well in a Notion docs or your content bank, whatever you use. I like to use, this is my content dashboard that I give to all of my clients. They get this full thing with Instagram and YouTube content. They get all this, so I could literally copy and paste it in the content strategy for them. And yeah, this is literally how to create 365 days worth of content in literally, I don't know how long this video is, let me just check real quick, in 15 minutes. Okay, that's how long it takes. Of course, why I say 30 minutes is because you're going to go in, analyze all these and just say, no, this isn't right, can you just make it a bit more deeper pain point, more limiting beliefs, etc. But this is how to create 365 days worth of content in less than 30 minutes, let's say. But I hope you got some value from this. If you want us to do this all for you while you get pre-sold leads on a daily basis, the whole point of content isn't to just get new leads, it's to pre-sell the ones that already want to book in calls with you so they don't have any objections on your calls, etc. If you want us to do this all for you while you only have to do one thing one time a week, which is press record, first link in the description, All you have to do, book in a call, we'll speak in more detail. If it sounds like the right fit, we're going to go ahead. If not, all good. I'm not one of those pushy sales guys. But yeah, hope you got some value from this video. Subscribe as well, and peace.